Everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net with your sailing week ahead and weekend outlook as issued on Monday the 6th of January. Thanks again for watching. And the good news is it looks as if we're actually going to be seeing the back of this storm after storm scenario that we've seen for the last, well, it seems for weeks, doesn't it? Finally, the jet stream is starting to give way, so although there will still be some strong winds around, particularly tomorrow, it looks as if we are going to be seeing an improvement of sorts. So this is the chart then for Tuesday, and it shows us still with this strong southwesterly flow. I think bringing plenty of cloud and some spots of rain through the channel during the course of Tuesday. We're looking at southwesterly winds here, probably blowing at around a force 7, but could be touching an 8 at times, particularly early on. I think generally we're going to be looking at 7s affecting western coast, probably an 8 for the west of Scotland, and I think we're looking at 6s or 7s across the eastern coast of England. Now, there will be some heavy showers affecting western parts of the country. They'll be reducing visibility to moderate to poor at times, and I think through the channel it probably is going to be largely moderate or poor for much of the day. Best of the weather is going to be down these eastern coasts. Still very rough seas coming in from the southwest, still with a sizable swell, but as I say, the good news is that things do look as if they are going to be slowly improving. So then as we get in towards the day on Wednesday, let's just bring up Wednesday's chart for you, there it is. So as we get into the day on Wednesday, again, we're looking at low pressure in control. We've got low pressure centred towards the north of Scotland here during the course of Wednesday. Another area of low pressure that's moving in from the southwest here, that dragging its way northeastwards during the day, and I think probably it increases winds through the channel during the course of the day. Generally, we're going to be looking at south to south-southwesterly winds through the channel. Typically, I think we're going to go for a 5 or a 6, but I think nearer a 6 out towards the west. Irish Sea probably looking much lighter. I think speeds here typically around about force 4. Cyclonic in the south, probably nearer a westerly force 4 in the north. And for the west of Scotland, coming in from the west, I think we're looking at 6s around northwest Scotland, probably 5s for southwestern Scotland. Down the eastern coast during the course of Wednesday, again, I think we're looking at about a 5 for eastern Scotland, probably a 5 across the eastern coast of England too. Just in that far southwest corner, we could be looking at a south-southwest at around a force 4. Then as we get into the day on Thursday, we then find that low pressure is still there, still in control, still up towards the north of the country, but we are going to be seeing an improvement of sorts. The winds coming in from the west, I think quite brisk out towards the west. 6s through the Irish Sea, 6s across western parts of Scotland. And the wind chill certainly is going to be more of a factor, I think, during the course of the day on Thursday. Probably looking at a 6 off eastern coast as well, perhaps a 7 offshore. Through the channel, I think typically we're going to be looking at a westerly at about a force 5. Some showers affecting northern and western coast of the country. A few across eastern Scotland, but generally drier down many of those eastern coasts. And then heading into Friday, and during Friday, another frontal system moves into the west. Crosses Scotland, deteriorating visibility, I think, for much of western Scotland, Ireland, perhaps down through western parts of Wales. Speeds increasing, we've got gales again for western Scotland, probably about a 6 for western parts of Wales, a 6 or a 7 here in the northern parts of the Irish Sea, and probably picking up to a 6 or perhaps even a 7 off eastern Scotland and northeast England. Through the channel, I think generally we're looking at south-southwesterlies blowing at around about 5 or a 6, but I think could be as low as a 4 in the far east. Typically down these eastern coasts of England, we're looking at about a force 5. And then on to Saturday, still low pressure is there, you see up towards the north of Scotland, bringing a westerly here, probably at around a 7 or an 8 for the far north of Scotland. I think more typically around a 4 in southern Scotland. Through the channel, we're looking potentially fairly murky, southwesterlies blowing at around a 4, perhaps just nudging a 5 at times, particularly in the west, but excuse me, I think my confidence on that one probably is fairly low. Typically through the Irish Sea we're looking at force 3, and lots of mist and murk associated with this front, you can see here. And then as we get in towards Sunday, so we're going to be looking at a flow generally coming in from the west during the course of the day. And in fact, if I just show you Sunday properly, that was Monday, there we are, that's Sunday. It's looking as if we will still have low pressure out towards the west. I think what that does is it brings an increasing amount of cloud excuse me, through the Irish Sea. Again, we've got visibility deteriorating in the Irish Sea here through western parts of Scotland. Moderate to poor visibility. Generally light winds coming in from the south, probably at around a force 4. Stronger for northwest Scotland, we're looking at a 7 here, possibly. I think eastern Scotland, we're looking at 4s and 5s. I think down the eastern coast of England, we're looking at south-southwesters, probably around a 4, and through the Eastern Channel we're looking at south to south-southwesterly too, blowing at around a force 4, but the Western Channel increased at a 5 or a 6. Now, just bear in mind that there is a bit of a question mark hanging over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We'll try and keep you updated with the details as far as that is concerned over the next few days. But for now, thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. This is your sailing week ahead and weekend outlook. Don't forget to stay in touch with us via Twitter at WXWeb. That will give you all the very latest information. And of course, you can go to our new site, which is sailingweather.co.uk, and here you can get area forecasts for the whole of the British Isles. You can also get a more detailed forecast here for the Solent in a written format, but we've got all of the forecast here for the British Isles as well, updated throughout the day with the latest inshore waters and shipping forecasts included too. So loads of information there for you, but for now, thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.